Thursday, guys. Hope you guys are having a great week. I'm having a great week. You meant to put the coffee on before you started. Oh, well. You don't have a Keurig, can't brew yourself a quick cup. John, how you doing? Sound like Jazz, Diesel. How you guys doing? Night Max, how's it going? Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. Happy Thursday. Bambino here, and another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. We're going to be flying in FSEconomy tonight. Haven't done that in a little bit, so felt kind of obligated to do it, although I do like FSEconomy for sure. About to finish a flight on a go to X-plane. Okay, gotcha. Doing good. Just good to eat the TBN 930 on air. I'm happy to see you fly. Yeah, you're learning it. Yeah, it's. Hey, Mouse, how you doing? Thanks for joining, man. What's up with you? It's the planes in Microsoft Flight Simulator or FS 2020, whatever. They seem to be like a moving target. Every time there's a new update, there seems to be something different about the planes. You know, one thing, I mean, Jean's a real world pilot, so he'll tell you that. I think the one thing a pilot has to rely on is the stability and predictability of their aircraft, right? I mean, to some, hey, M9, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out, man. Good to see you. Good evening to you too. And M9's a real world pilot as well. Flies SR-22s and other planes. But what I was about to say, I'm not one, but I can imagine that a real world pilot, the one thing that they need to rely on is the stability and the foundation of their aircraft. They, hope that maintenance will take care of most of that and their systems will work. But every time they hop into it, they know what they're getting. It seems like every time you hop into a plane in FS 2020, you have no idea what you're getting. So it's not really real world flying in that sense. It's sort of like a crapshoot. For example, today I tried flying the Dreamliner and just spent a little time looking at the systems, trying to figure it out, and felt like I could do it. Took off. I said, okay. I set a flight plan and using the flight director and FMS, a simple flight plan from JFK to Boston, and set up the GPS and took off using, I didn't use FLC, but I used the vertical speed. Was able to get to altitude and everything was going okay, was staying on the magenta, and then all of a sudden the autopilot decided to take a right turn and head due east into the ocean. I'm like, well, I'm supposed to be heading towards Boston, and no matter what I did, I could not get the autopilot to stay on the magenta. So, and then there's other examples with the longitude. To me, has the some of the biggest problems, but it's got some really cool capabilities, but it's the reliability of the aircraft. They just shift from patch to patch, which to me is a kind of like a red flag. But in any event, I don't know if you guys agree with me. If you guys are seeing the same thing, then I didn't want to open this up by bashing the sim. You've been flying mostly X-plane lately. Yeah, I kind of have been too. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing the same thing, but I watch social media and see a lot of people complaining that things have changed every patch, and it seems to be like a moving target. Yeah, it just seems to get worse with every up. Now they did fix the manual caching, which was really good. But I still don't know whether it really works or not. You spent the entire day yesterday trying to get the latest update to work. Yeah, I did first of all, I don't like this whole idea of forced updates. Now I know for whatever reason they do it, but I'm used to X-Plane 11 where you don't have to upgrade if you don't want to, right? You can kind of let other people take the arrows um, before you get into it. But here, you don't have a choice. If you want to fly this thing, at least I haven't figured out a way. You have to update it. So that means everybody's a guinea pig for every patch. Which to me, I don't necessarily agree with that. Yeah, you ended up uninstalling it and reinstalling it 3 times before it will load. That's messed up. Yeah, X-Plane for the airliners mouse are there's no contest. There's no contest. If you fly in the big tubes, there's no contest. Last show, how you doing? Thanks for joining. You just joined. Which issue are we talking about? We're talking about the moving target that is the planes in FS 2020, and how much of a moving target they are. But in any event, that's my pre-stream rant. Today we're going to talk about FSEconomy. We've got an update for the FSE VR Aviation group for the September update, and we have a winner of the contest. I'm not sure if he's going to be on the stream or not, but crazy pilot who flew like a ridiculous amount. He put us actually in the top 10 in flights. I think we had 600 flights, and if you look at the current issue of the FS Inside or whatever it's called, we made like the top 10 for most flights of a group, which was incredible. But so we're going to talk about that. Going to fly the TBM 930 provided that FS 2020 doesn't crash. I've had 2 crash the desktops today, and it's the first time that's ever happened to me. It was when I was using FSEconomy, so I'm not sure if there's an issue with the current date. Oh, sorry, the new patch and the FSEconomy client. So we'll find out today. We very well may not be flying a mission in FSEconomy, but we'll see. But we'll talk about the latest patches. Yikes! And for those of you into VR, I want to dig a little bit deeper into the Quest 2. A couple of really interesting videos came out that I found. I posted in the VR Aviators group about the Quest 2 with John Camarak, who's one of the, Oculus designers, and he basically is saying, hold off on buying the Quest 2, which is pretty wild. Like overheating, there's a bunch of issues that they're concerned with. And then also another video on the whole privacy thing. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And our flight today is going to be from Cape May, KWWD. We're going to go from we're going to go to Cape May to Carroll County in Maryland. Okay, 100 miles there, 100 miles back. This is part of the VR Aviation group, FBO. So be a nice flight. We've got let's see, we've got 6 souls on board going out. Sorry, 5 souls on board going out, unless another one popped in. We'll see. And 7 coming back. Let's see if we can pick up another soul here. Just see this with anybody else. Nope. So we got 5s going out and 7 coming back. So yeah, that's going to be our flight today. All right. Let's see. Just noticed today that my reverb will ship. Yeah, I got a notice too. I just got an email. If you ordered before September 24th, if you order before September 24th, you'll ship in November. They say early November. We'll see. It's probably more like throughout November. Anytime after that is going to be December. So if you happen to order the reverb early, like M9 and me, you're going to get it in November. So that's pretty cool. Skid Mark didn't fly much. Real life golf. Well, listen, man. Any chance to get to play golf, you got to take, dude. Can't blame you there. You've had a couple of crashes to the desktop while flying on air. Is that since the upgrade, Diesel? You haven't had any problems with FSC. Okay. Fortunately, the planes haven't had too many issues. Been using TBM 930. Okay. Yeah, I was using the TBM 930 before and had the issues. Okay, so maybe there's is it SimConnect that they use Is that the API that they use to connect to on air? And maybe there's an issue with that API or something. We'll see. All right, cool. So let me. Hopefully, we won't crash the desktop, guys. This is really becoming one of my favorite planes in the. See that? I have 104 hours. I'm sure some of you guys have a lot more than me. There's a lot of new content. I won't go through that in the marketplace. A lot of stuff's becoming available. This is really becoming it's like a $120 premium revenue. What's the word I'm looking for? Revenue model. $120 revenue model, premium revenue model. In other words, here's a sim that was supposed to do everything, but if you want this to look good, you got to spend $17 here, or if you want that to look good, you got to spend $29 here. Yeah. Don't you love capitalism? I love capitalism, but what can you do? Let's see. Had a crash with on air after opening the VFR map. Okay. That's interesting. There's no issues with opening the VFR map in the FS 2020. Okay, then I won't do that. I didn't try to do that. That didn't cause me. Hey, Bartholomew, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Anyway, so let's get to it. So we're gonna be let me get my flight going here so we can yap. So we're gonna go from Cape May, and we're gonna go to Carroll, KDWM. What? Is it DMW? KDMW? Yeah, I always get that mixed up. All right, let's make sure we're taking off from the correct airport runway, which we are. And this is something they have to fix. Every time you boot up this friggin' program, you have to go to open filters, and you got to go to here, and you got to turn all the nav shit on. Every single time. I'm getting tired of it, man. Can someone put a bug in for that? It's ridiculous. All right, we'll land runway 34, and we'll get, let's see, what kind of, this isn't going to exactly line us up, but we'll take that. That should be good enough. All right, cool. Let's look at our conditions. So if you want to join me, come on the, hey, Bartholomew, first time live stream. Awesome. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate that. We're going to be on the USA East server. We're at Cape May. If you want to fly along, come on and fly along. We're doing all players. We're going to fly, I want to just do, well, we'll do a few clouds, make it look cool. All right. Let's set the time, though, to reasonable. So we'll set it to like 3 p.m., 3:22 p.m. And game may crash if VFR map is not opened right after starting the flight. I mean, are you kidding me? It's a moving target, man. This is a move. This thing is a moving target. Regression, AP, FLC, and VS mode. They all, all those issues. Yes, absolutely. I tried to fly the longitude last patch, and it was like flying a washing machine. It's useless. Premium plane, deluxe premium plane, complete joke. Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the problem. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys have software backgrounds. I have a software background. That's how I started in my career, right? I'm not, listen, I haven't designed software in a long time, but I've kept up with how it's done. If they have all these, regression, yeah. You hate the word regression. If they're having all these issues, okay, let me get my FSEconomy open here. Hopefully it won't crash the thing. It may very well crash it. We'll see. I want to finish my train of thought. All right, I just started FSEconomy. That seems to be working. My flight. That seems to be working. You're a software engineer. All right, so and you're probably a current one, so you know current coding techniques and architecture. I was getting .NET. When it crashed before, I got a .NET error. Okay, so that tells me that's pretty deep. If you're in a situation where every time you create a new patch, it breaks something else, Last Shadow, what do you think of that as a software engineer? Every time you release a product that's supposed to be released, and every single time you release a patch release, it breaks other critical stuff. What does that tell you? I know what it would tell me if I'm the CEO of this company. They're not using branches and code merges. If I was the CEO of this company, it would tell me that the architecture and design, fundamental design of this software is not it's not in containers, if you will. Everything affects everything. Now I understand it's complex, okay? But you should have a foundation, But it seems like, I remember when I was writing software, if you had a system where as soon as you fixed something else, it broke something else, and you didn't have a testing, here's an example. Like before this last patch, they broke sensitivity. The sensitivity didn't work anymore. They don't have testing to make sure that everything that currently works still works. It's really, really odd to me. Anyway, let's get up in the air here. So what I like to do is make sure that we're on auto for the fuel tanks. By the way, I'm not doing cold and dark. I turn the cabin lights on so you can see. Everything here is cool, but sometimes this is on, sometimes this is off, so you got to be careful of that one. Let's get rid of the yoke. Oh, what was that? Whoa! Did you see that? The heads-up display just showed up. Did you see that? That was so weird. When I turned the yoke off, the heads-up display just showed up. Oh, there it is! What the? Did you guys see that? There it is again. Did you see that? Is that a headset? Oh. Nope. What the hell is? That is so weird, man. I'm gonna put my see if we can catch this again. I just put my recording on to see. It's a pilot's headset. That was so weird. Now it won't happen again now that I'm recording. All right, let's just set the altitude. I'll remember to turn the video recording off. So we're flying. We're not going to go too high tonight. Oh, there it is. There it is again. See that? That's enough. I could turn this video off now. That's so strange. I've never seen that before. All right, let's just go up to 10K. Yeah. That's really weird, man. Really weird. All right, so we have our FSEconomy ready to go. We set our altitude. Let's go nav. Flight directors on. Yaw dampers on. FLC will set to. FLC's been working in this. It's a crazy dolphin. Yeah, I saw a video of it, and it was funny. I saw a video of that on social media somewhere, and it looked like it was the way it was like a beat. So I put on Snoop Dogg's Gin and Juice, and it went perfectly with it. It was great. If that happens, put on Gin and Juice. It looks awesome. Or Or lowrider might be good too. No, it's got to be gin and juice. Gin and juice is like, I can't put it on because I'll get a copyright strike, but just try that. It'd be cool. All right, so 130. What am I forgetting here? We got nav in. We're loaded. We got our. Let's just double check and make sure our NFD is right here. Flight plan. Kate May, Kath, and Carol. All right, good. Okay, Soul plane. You found if versus 1,200 feet, if vertical speed is 1,200 feet per minute, about 10K, you don't dolphin anymore. No idea, but it beats the dolphin. James, how you doing? Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Hey guys, listen, before we go, if you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, just do me a favor, hit the subscription button there, or subscribe button, and the little bell icon, and you'll get notification when I'm streaming and stuff. Appreciate it. Also, if you want to join the channel, you'll see that you can hit the join button. I've got Super Chat on too if you want to participate in that. No obligation, but if you want to do that, that's fine too. All right, let's get off the ground here instead of keep yapping here. I wish they would raise the volume or allow you to raise the volume of the noise canceling because it's too low. All right, here we go into the unknown. We never know how the plane is going to react. So basically, you have no confidence in your aviation systems, which is not a way to be a real pilot. So, is it mimicking the real world? Not so sure about that. All right, gear up, flaps up. Wait till we get to about 120, and then and getting good airspeed and good climbing, and I'm going to switch on the the autopilot. Autopilot's on. Let's take a look at the plane out.
Atlantic City approach day.
Oh, sounds like jazz. What a nice man. Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Canadian, you're in Canada? Thanks. Look, we are dolphin. It is a dolphin. It's a dolphin.
Squawk 155 Day Tango Bravo. Day Tango Bravo radar contact 2 miles west of Kilo Whiskey Delta 1,400.
And what are we climbing at? 21. Look at that.
Tango Bravo.
Sounds like Jazz dropped $5 Canadian in Super Chat. Thanks. Have a nice flight, man.
Appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. You're the first one to ding the airplane flying on instruments GIF. So thank you, man, and I appreciate that. I really do. Thanks. Yeah. You get the. So whereabouts in Canada, if I could ask? I'm curious because my wife was born in Calgary. In Calgary, 2,100 feet per minute. I mean, that's not too aggressive of a climb, but I guess it's. Now I mean, it's not quite dolphining. Okay. Quebec, French-speaking part of Canada. Yes. I spent a lot of time in Ottawa. And a lot of time in a little town called Canada, which is, I guess, north of Ottawa. I've been to Hull and many other places in Canada. Used to work for a Canadian company. But I love Canada, and my wife was born in Canada. She was born in Calgary. But she moved here when she was like 3 years old or something. And but her father was a Calgarian. Oh, we're dolphining now. Look at that. Thrusters, how you doing? Dun. Put on gin and juice. Put on gin and juice, guys. I'm telling you, it sounds great. Gin and juice will sound great. I mean, come on. We got dolphin action. Where am I now? I'm in the Northeast. I'm actually in New Jersey. I live in New Jersey. You used to live in Toronto, now in Ohio. Yeah. You're getting sick of the pack. That's what it's like. It's like the Mile High Club, right? That's what it's really kind of like. It's like the Mile High Club. Look at that. I mean, are you kidding me? Here, let's do it. I want to record this because I think I'm going to make a video. I had to be quiet there for a few minutes. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to make a video of that with a beat in the background. It's going to be great. I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
Washington Center, day or November.
Look at this. Are you kidding me?
9,000 feet.
Oh, as you get closer to 10K, it gets worse. Holy shit! What? Bow wow wow, video, with a bow wow wow. Bow wow wow. No, gin and juice is better, dude. I'm telling you, gin and juice works.
November 328 Tango Bravo 9,700 feet.
That is just awful.
November 328 Tango Bravo Atlantic City.
So what? It won't. It's trying to get 10K and it keeps dropping, or is it going to? Are we going to get to 10K?
Tango Bravo, contact Washington Center on 125.45. 125.45 for Dayor 8 Tango Bravo. Washington Center, Dayor November 328 Tango Bravo 9,900 feet.
Bow wow wow. Bow chicka wow wow. Yeah. Okay, we seem to have mellowed out there. We seem to have mellowed out. All right. All jokes aside, it appears to be oscillating about the prop, not even. Yeah, it's.
Dover 8 Tango Bravo, contact over approach on 132.425.
What?
Going to 132.425 Dayor 8 Tango Bravo.
I wish you could lower. I guess you could lower the volume
November
of that.
328 Tango Bravo 10,000 feet.
All right, let's see. So I want to talk about.
Tango Bravo, Dover approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Let me give a quick update on.
Dover 8 Tango Bravo, contact
Please
Washington
be quiet.
Center on ONA 25.45.
We're VFR. We don't need you, man.
125.45 for Dayor 8 Tango Bravo. Washington Center, Dayor November 328 Tango Bravo.
That was pretty wild.
Feet.
Oh, you're behind me in the TBM. Well, let's see.
Washington Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902. Dover 8 Tango Bravo, contact over approach on 132.425.
I don't have tags on, so I won't be able to see it.
Dover approach Dayor November 328 Tango Bravo 10,000 feet.
Oh, I think I do see you. You're right here. No,
that's
it's not on my screen. I'm looking. Oh! Is that the airport? That's the airport. All right. Whoa.
125.45 Dayor 8 Tango Bravo.
All right, let's get to it. So let's talk about
Washington
FSEconomy.
Center, Dayor November.
My God, are these guys going to?
10,000 feet.
Dover November 328 Tango Bravo, Washington Center, continue as planned.
Okay, now that's it now.
29.902.
Please. All right, so let's talk about FSEconomy. So, the VR Aviation Group. If you guys aren't part of it, if you're in FSEconomy, oh my gosh.
Dover approach on 132.425.
132.425 Dair 8 Tango Bravo. Dover approach Dair November 328 Tango Bravo 10,000 feet.
Dover November 328 Tango Bravo Dover approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Dover approach Dair 8 Tango Bravo cancel flight following. Washington Center Dair November 328 Tango Bravo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not it. What?
Is type Dair TBM 93 miles.
Okay,
northeast
now,
of
thank you
Dover.
very much. Yeah, sounds
Request
like
flight
thanks,
following.
Jazz. Anyway, so let's talk about this. So,
Dover November 328 Tango Bravo Washington Center.
I canceled flight following.
3365.
I canceled flight following.
Squawk 3365 Dair 8 Tango Bravo.
All right, Diesel. Enjoy your dinner, man.
Dover 8 Tango Bravo radar.
I'm just going to
contact
talk.
2
So
miles,
basically,
northeast of
VR
Dover,
Aviation, if you're
10,000
interested in FSEconomy,
Altimeter 29.902.
check out our group. We've got a great group of flyers. It's a cool, it's
Copy
a lot of
Dair 8
fun.
Tango Bravo.
What the hell just happened to the plane?
Dover 8 Tango Bravo contact
What?
Dover approach on 132.425.
132.425 for Dair 8 Tango Bravo. Dover approach Dair November 328 Tango Bravo.
It's like in a loop
10,000
or
feet.
something. It just keeps it just
Dover
keeps.
November 328.
We just crashed. We just crashed. Yeah, we just crashed. Now here's what I get. Look. We just crashed. Unhandled exception has occurred in your application. If you click continue, the application will ignore this error and attempt to continue. If you click, the application will close immediately. I don't think it's a good idea to continue. We could try. Let's see what happens. No. All right. So that means we lost Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's the third time I had a CTD. And I guess apparently it had something to do with FSEconomy. I don't know. Yeah, I guess hopefully you guys can still hear me, right? Unhandled exception in their code. That's right, an unhandled exception. That's sloppy. Sloppy. All right, while this software attempts to come up again, VR Aviation, great group. If you want to fly, I would suggest doing it in X-Plane 11. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. You can't post links there, Bartholomew. Sorry. Yeah, I would suggest flying an X-Plane 11 for the time being. No, they're not. They're not terrible. Sounds like jazz. Here's the hint: in X-Plane 11, you have to use Ortho 4XP. If you use Ortho, you can get excellent visuals, especially like in the deserts and the mountains. They look actually as good, if not better. I think mountains in X-Plane 11 in VR look better than mountains do in FS 2020. No, Ortho's available all over the world. What actually scares you about Ortho is that there seems to be no I mean, that's what it seems like. You type flight, so yeah, it doesn't let you do that. Oh, you crashed too? getting tired of this music. Like, this music equals like poor quality to me. That's like every time I hear that music, it's like Pavlov's dog, and I think of poor quality. In any event, so VR Aviation, great group. Flight and X-Plane 11 for the time being. Let's take a look at what we did in the month of September. All right, so let's see. So this would be our FBO operations. Pretty damn good. We netted, or I should say, yeah, we netted $226,000, which is awesome. How the hell did that happen? Fueling, ground. Look at the $150,000 in ground crew fees. That's awesome. That's a lot of travel, a lot of traffic. Yeah, so that's a nice pop. Okay, and then if we look at let's see, if we look at yeah, I figured something was happening there. If we look at VR Aviation itself, this will tell us our hold on, let's go back a month to September. So we had over $2 million in assignment income. That might be a record, actually, for the group. A lot of that is this guy, Cracker, what's his name? I'll show you in a second. Awesome guy, flies for, like, he's like a maniac. So we netted 462 grand, which is fantastic. And we're paying a 65, what are we paying? 50, 65? I just raised it. 65% pilot share. So that's pretty good pilot share. Aircraft rentals, we do have some aircrafts that we rent. We made 60K on that. So really, really good month for VR Aviation. If we go to the the most recent FS reporter, I'm just going to try this one more time. I'm going to go Cape May. I know you guys can't see this, but oh, that's not what I wanted. You know what happened? Like that, the ATC was like in this loop. It kept Washington Center, then Dover, then Washington Center, then Dover. It just kept going back. It just was like in a loop. And here it is again. I have to turn on open filters every single time, and you got to do this. It just drives me friggin' crazy. All right, there we go. So you were behind me, Bartholomew, and you crashed. That's too bad. Sorry about that. Anyway, so here we go. Current issue of FS Reporter. This comes out every month. If we go down, look at that. They had 1,900 new pilots. So they had 3,000 or 2,700 last month, I think it was. So that's what? Almost 5,000 new pilots in 2 months. Like 4,500. That's amazing. That's a lot of pilots. All right, so here's the top. So look at this. Top group in flights. There we are. VR Aviation. Check that out. We're number 7, right? 7, 8. No, we're number 8. Number 8. Okay. We didn't make last time we made this because we had a lot of active pilots. None of our pilots made it here, although I'm surprised Cracker wasn't here. But we had 603 flights. That's awesome. All right. And then if you look at the way at the bottom here, I put an ad in here. Where is it? I think I skipped it. There it is. There's our ad, VR Aviation. If you want to join the group, you can go to our website. It's vraviation.wixsite, and I'll put it in the chat. And you can read all about our group on FSEconomy. If you're interested, I love FSEconomy. I've been playing it a long time. We're gonna change it from a night flight here. Although look at that. What the hell's that?
Aural warning, okay.
It's weird. Weather, change our time a little bit. All right, yeah, so, sorry about that. So yeah, you can go to the VR Aviation page, check out everything you want to know about our group. To join, you go back to FSEconomy here, and you go to group, all groups, all right, and scroll all the way down to the V's. It's alphabetical, unfortunately. You could do a search here, do a find, and do VR Aviation. Boom, and you'll see a little join button here. Just hit join, and your application will show up, and I'll approve it. All right. So make sure you check that out. In the meantime, as far as our contest goes, let's go back to September. Last month, apply. Let's take a few months to show up here. And we had a contest where the person with the most flights and had a income margin over 20% would win a virtual $50,000 in FSC money, coming from me, not from the group. I put it up out of my own cash. And obviously, Cracker Jack won. Look at this guy. He flew 21,559 miles in a month. 231 flights. I've never done that much. Okay, I've done like 100 flights, maybe 110 flights. I was slacking off because I'm actually, and look at my margins are awful. They're usually in the 20s, but I was doing a lot of ferrying back of planes from Yahoo's leaving our planes places. But anyway, and Coyote's very close. I mean, Coyote had a great month too, and so does Paramox. These guys, and Mouse too. Mouse did a great job too. All you guys did. Skidmark, I really appreciate it. Full Trotter, Pepto Joe, Dragy, Druster, all you guys. I really appreciate even a couple of flights. Every dollar helps out the group, and really appreciate it. But Cracker Jack, 680,000 in income. So not only did he do 231 flights, he had a 27% profit margin. I don't think I've ever had a 27% profit margin. That's impressive. That's impressive. So Cracker Jack, you're probably not watching, but I'll be sending you over FSEconomy virtual $50,000 in virtual FSE money for your help and your winning of the contest in September. So thanks a lot. It was awesome, and I appreciate all the great flying. And he's still up to it. He's still doing it, which is awesome. If you take a look at our log for the group here, Cracker Jack was flying today. He probably took a little bit of break. I mean, he has some days when he was just going like mad. Well, Coyote goes mad too. These guys fly like maniac. Look at Cracker Jack. A couple of Bambinos in there, like, my measly little $5,800. These guys, boom, 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 boom. Anyway, appreciate all the flying, guys. It's awesome, and it really helped out the group. And Cracker Jack, I'll be sending you your prize, and we're going to do the same thing for October. So, unfortunately, they took away the ability to send out group mails in FSEconomy. If you go here, you're supposed to be able to go membership, and then you should be able to scroll down here and hit all. It used to be a group mail thing where they said, emailing group members is disabled until further notice. I think it's because they have a limited number of messages, and now they want you to contact people via the community site, which is a total pain in the ass. So that kind of bothers me. But in any event, we'll get through it, and I appreciate all the great flying, and we're going to do it again. We'll do the same contest for October. The person with the most number of flights that stays above 20% margin will win a $50,000 in FSE money. So thanks, guys. All right, so that's we really didn't. I did increase a couple of planes. I think I bought the plane that I'm flying now, which is the TBM 930. That's pretty much it. I didn't really. Oh, I bought a. Oh, I also didn't I buy a. I think I bought a Baron. Yeah, I bought a Baron. Actually, this is my Baron, personal Baron, that I leased to the group. That's in Hawaii. So if you want to fly a Baron in Hawaii, go to PHNL, and you can fly this. It's in Honolulu. Plenty of great jobs in Honolulu if you want to fly a Baron, and it's great. Get your ortho set up in Hawaii. It doesn't take up a lot of space. and it's fantastic. So, all right. So let's see. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. My flight's. I'm gonna cancel my flight. We'll see. If it doesn't work this time, we'll be doing something else. I'll try it one more time here. You guys still with me? Let's see. Cancel flight. Cancel flight. Oh, you know something, guys? Here, let me show you this. I think the problem is I just got this message when I tried to quit out of FSEconomy. I think FSEconomy has a problem. That's the problem. All right. You know what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do some flights because I think FSEconomy is the problem. Let's do a test. Let's try to fly to. Let's try to fly there. Oh, that sucks. That's too bad. We can't do our flight, but let's try to fly without FSEconomy and see if we have an exception error. Or we could choose someplace cooler to fly if you want to do that. Anybody have any suggestions where you want to fly? And we can switch it right now and just go there and just fly. Let's see. What did I want to try? Anybody have a suggestion? Where's that? Where's that, Brad? Mears. Where's Mears? Oh. Okay. Let's see if we can find. Well, what I'm doing here is, let me show you. I've got. I use SkyVector. Mears Field. So. Yeah, I'll tell you, it is in Washington, dude. So let's go Mears Field to case. Let's see what's K. SEA. How long of a flight is that? 68 miles. We could do that. We could do that with our. We could do that blindfolded, man. Anvil. Good suggestion. Let's do that. All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go Mears Field into Seattle. Let's see. Do we? I think we fly down the valley here. Can we do that? Yeah, we can do that. I think we fly down the valley here instead of going way up. So we can check out the valley action, and then we get to see all this the Puget Sound and all that. Good idea, man. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. That's our jam right there. All right, so let's and hopefully go back to main menu, continue. We're just going to do I'm just going to do the flight plan Wicked. Hey, thanks for joining the stream, man. I'm just going to do the flight plan in the Dopey World map thing. Now let's see if Mears is in their data. By the way, do you know which airport's not in their database, which really bothers me? N85. N85 is Alexandria, and it's in northwest New Jersey, and it's a really cool. What? Concrete Municipal? I hope that's the right place. NW5 does not say Mears. It's Concrete Municipal. Okay. Let's see what happens here. KSEA. Let's see if it's the same one. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, what did we say we're going to look for? Let's see if this still works. B E Z O. Come on, man. Oh, again, the filters. See, you got to go down here. Oh, they're on. Okay, well that's not it. But I can't see the filters. B E Z O V. Okay, that's kind of what we wanted, right? Okay, that's cool. 3WF, that's fine. You fly around that area all the time. Oh, your base is KDDD. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this is nice. Nice. You know, I've never been to Washington. I've been to Vancouver, Canada, but I've never been to Washington. And we wanted to go to Annville, right? Let's just say. Got a lot of waypoints here. Cascada. We could probably pretty much pick any one of these. Oh, give me a friggin' break. All right. You know what? I'm just going to fly right in. It'll be fine. All right. So 5 p.m. You want to join me at? You guys want to join me at 3W5? Should we fly it in the TBM or should we fly it in the Cessna? You know what? We're gonna go TBM. I was thinking Cessna, or I was thinking maybe Diamond. Mix it up a little bit, or Cirrus. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Let's do the SR-22. We're going SR-22. That's what we're because I haven't flown this since like 2 updates, and I actually want to see what it flies like. So let's go SR-22. All right. We're changing it up. So it seems to me that there's a problem. Yeah, right, exactly. I have a dream of getting one of your systems, Brad, but it's a little past my budget. I gotta buy a 3080 first. Let me know if the GCU works in the SR-22 yet. I don't think it does. I mean, what doesn't work is the pad, the whole input ability. You can't input a flight plan using keys. You basically have to rotate the mouse. Well, I would bet that the torque sim really helped you guys, right? I would say that really helped you guys because that's the perfect plane for what you guys are doing. Okay, so it would be really nice to know why. Oh, there's my flight plan. My flight plan decided to show up. I'm sure it did, man. All right, so we're gonna try this. Let's see how it goes. Let me make sure my strobes are on. Nav lights are on. Let's see. Do I have? I like the instrument lights on. Panel light turns it kind of reddish. Yeah, see, this doesn't work. Look, all in-op. See, doesn't work. That works. This is all in-op. Okay, these all work. That's in-op. 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 What? In-op. That's weird. Range works. Yeah, it's. And you know what gets me is you pay. What really gets me is this is a premium plane. You got to pay an extra $60 to get this plane. Just like now, this is what it was doing before. It was automatically zooming in and then it crashed. So let's see if that happens again. All right, so I want to go flight director nav. We're going to set our altitude. Let's see, where do we need to be here? We don't need to be too high here because we're flying down this valley. Let's keep it at 5K. Yeah, it was going through this thing when it crashed before where it was automatically zooming in by itself. And like I said, the ATC seemed to be like stuck in this loop. All right, we're going to go 5,000. Oh, sounds like jazz. Dude, you're the man. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you. You're the first person to ever use Super Chat for me, and I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. So let's see. Let me get my flight going here. So I'm going to go vertical speed. I'm not going to be. It's first time I've ever used Super Chat. Usually on Twitch. All right, cool. Well, I really do appreciate it, man.
Of course. That's
yep.
impossible. They're on instruments.
It's one of my
Sounds
favorite.
like Jazz dropped $5 in Super Chat. Thanks. Let's do this again. Have a nice flight, man.
All right, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I love that clip from Airplane. What a great movie that is. All right, so I'm not using AI. I'm not even going to take a chance with FLC. I'm not even going to take a chance with it. So, but we're going to go vertical speed, and I want to go. We'll do 600. Let's see, my CDI, set that to GPS. Let's see. Inset. No, that's not what I want. Off. Back. PDF. I like the wind on option 1 if it works. That doesn't stay, and you have to set that every single time. All right, grab some coffee, dude. Am I in the VR beta? Eric, how you doing? Thanks for joining. No, I'm not. And I'll explain why. I'm not going to I'm not going to dedicate my time to it, and here's why. If the foundation of their software was more stable, I would. But I don't believe the foundation of their simulator is stable enough for me to put my time in to be a guinea pig. I was in the alpha, pre-alpha for X-Plane 11. I mean, I was one of the first people to get it, okay? And I felt comfortable with that because, number one, I could run a separate beta system. You can't do that with this package, okay? And number two, their foundation in 2D was solid, right? Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can't run a beta, separate beta instance, okay? And if you did, you'd need another 200 gig, okay, or whatever. And secondly, their basic foundation is not stable enough for me to give it my time. So that's why I'm not doing it. All right? And that's all I have to say about that. All right, so let's hope that we don't crash again. We'll find out. Oh, By the way, I am barely touching the rudder pedal. I mean, I'm talking about barely touching the rudder pedal. Let me ask you a question. Am I the only streamer that, like, points out the flaws? Like, I watch other people that stream this flying FS 2020, and none of them, like, it seems like they don't really point out the flaws like I do. Am I the only one that does that? Am I like the only grumpy old man or something? I don't know. It does look pretty. I'll give you that. Oh, we are going majorly too high here. All right, let's get our autopilot on.
Engaging autopilot.
And we should climb it at a comfortable 600 feet per minute. Unless we hit the... Ooh, that's not good. So I got to get around those trees. That's not good. So that's not good. That little mountain there is... that would have been a disaster.
Center Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cirrus SR22, 2 miles west of Tree Whiskey 5. Request flight following.
No, I don't want flight following. I didn't ask for flight following.
X-Ray Golf Sierra Seattle Center. Squawk 1714.
Squawk 1714 Cirrus X-Ray
It does
Golf
look
Sierra.
pretty though, doesn't it? Yeah, we are in beta.
Radar contact 2 miles west of Tree Whiskey 5, 1,000 feet.
Anyway.
Altimeter 29.92.
Engaging
All right,
autopilot.
autopilot's on now.
Copy Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I probably have the... let me see if I have it set to AI. This is another thing. Every time they update it, the options, you got to go back and check your options. It's under, where's that under? Traffic? I forget where the hell it's under. Well, I do have AI, but I do have AI, but I mean, it shouldn't. Oh, let me just turn it off. You're right. You're right. That's probably a good observation. Oh, here we go with the dolphining again. I think I need to change the weather. It's too like. Sacrilegious. How you doing? Is it sacrilegious or sacrilegious? Sacrilegious? Anyway. Because I'm not sure is that how you spell sacrilegious? I'm not sure. You think it will grow in time? X-Plane was not perfect when V11 came out. I agree, and remember, Asobo have never developed a flight sim. Dude, Eric, that's not an excuse, man. You can't give a developer that type of... oh, you've never done it before. No. No. I'm sorry. You're a good man, and I enjoy chatting with you, but I respectfully disagree. You can't let them off the hook and say, oh, they've never developed a flight sim before. No. No. They took in hundreds of millions of dollars from people for this software. It should be solid. End of story. End of story. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get... I'm not getting angry. I just emphatically disagree with you. It doesn't matter whether they haven't developed a flight sim ever before. They're making hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay, and these are modern age software engineers. They should be able to figure it out. Oh, what am I doing?
Going to 1.3.2.7 Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I mean, it is the correct spelling. Okay, my bad. I mean, I dare not open the VFR window because that will crash the system unless you open it very early in the flight. Come on. Every time they come up with an update, they break 5 other things. I'm sorry. I paid $120 like everybody else for something that was supposed to work. And every time they patch it, something else doesn't work. I'm sorry, man. I cannot give them a break and say, oh, they've never done it before. I mean, it's nice of you to be like that. I'm not like that. I'm in the software business. And if one of our customers had as many problems as users of this simulator have had, they would have returned it and asked for their money back. Exactly. If you call it a simulator, it doesn't matter what experience you've had. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Well, I think it sounds like jazz. Here's the thing. Eric is right about it'll grow in time. I agree with him there. Okay. The problem is that, in my estimation, they released this thing way too early. Okay? Way too early. Under pressure, probably for revenue, whatever. Okay? They released this thing way too early. Okay? It's still in beta. All right? It wasn't clean when they released it. You talk to people that beta tested it. There's probably some in the stream watching right now. They will tell you that it was not ready for beta. It was not ready to come out of beta. Okay? And this is what happens. Okay? Now, casual users, they're not going to have much of a problem with it because they don't know, they may not know whether or not there's a difference. They're just going to fly the GA planes and they don't really care about the systems and all that. But someone who is like used to flying a A320 on X-plane and everything works, like the study level, and then they come to the A320 on this simulator and pretty much everything doesn't work, that's a problem. That's a real problem. So, dude, guys, I'm never not going to keep it real, okay? I'm always, as Dave Chappelle says, keeping it real. That may get, I may not get people sponsoring me, but I'd rather keep it real than be less than being disingenuous. Okay. Just learned to fly with FS20, but a couple of times I had issues scratching it. Why my AP is acting up? Yeah, and I was just saying in the beginning that the problem is that after every single patch, you don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work, and that's the real. It's like it's a moving target. It's a moving target, and we just figured out in the stream that right now, at least for me, FSEconomy, it seems like that client is broken. Now I haven't tried on air yet. Someone said before, I'm not sure who, I don't remember who said it, said that they had a problem where on air was crashing. FS 2020. So, there's something else that's broken now. Oh, and you didn't have any problem. Okay. I do recall the Oculus one-day outage. And you're absolutely right. I remember that. I totally forgot about that, dude. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Dude, skid mark, I totally forgot. I know the 427 is skid mark on FSE. I totally forgot about that. They gave everybody that credit. Now you think, Oculus is never going to do that again because that company's gone, right? That's a whole other story I wanted to talk about tonight. But, yeah, it's just... Eric, listen, I don't mean to be, I'm sorry if I got a little agitated there. It's frustrating because, you read people, people on Facebook and on social media that it's their first time in flight simulation and they're all excited because of the hype and they're basically saying this is awful. It doesn't work and it's crashing and this doesn't work and that doesn't work. And it's a shame because, hopefully it doesn't turn people off. But that scenery sure looks good. It does look great, I gotta tell you that. I'll never doubt that. But looks like the SR-22 is flying okay, knock on wood. Feel sorry for casual users as this at the state emphasis. If you don't read a patch, if you write a form, you won't. Yeah, you need to, like, exactly. You need to know that you can't press V. I mean, what? You pay $120 for a software package and you can't press V? If you press V, it'll crash? Are you don't fix that immediately? I mean, I don't know, man. You want your taxiway signs and properly labeled airports like they had in FSX. Yeah. Yeah. They skipped over a lot of detail. Because they were I think they were under pressure to get it. It's pretty obvious they were under pressure to get it out. You know, they needed to make the money. All right. Understandable. They needed to make the money. But at the behest and aggravation of all of us. Some are having more aggravation than others. Someone like me who I use a flight simulator pretty much every day, right? Because I stream it, I make content with it, I enjoy it, all the reasons, right? For me, it can be extremely aggravating, right? Especially if I don't know, I want to try the Ti SC2, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. I'm not, I hope it probably sounds like complaining, okay? But it's more stating reality, okay? I mean, that's fine. If you're okay with it, that's fine. Eric, I totally get that, and that's fine. It's cool, I personally, I maybe it's because I'm in the software industry. Look at this. Am I going to hit my waypoint? I guess I am. So here's an example. Look, there's the magenta line, and there's my plane. I mean, seriously? So the guy who developed the G1000 didn't realize that that was a problem? Like when he tested it, he looked at that and said, that's okay? Right? He looked at that and said, oh, it's okay if the magenta line goes crick, 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 and I actually fly the plane to the waypoint that doesn't have the magenta line to it. That gets past QA of the people that are doing the G1000? This is what I'm talking about. If I'm managing that team, I'm like, wait a second. We can't release the G1000 when the magenta lines aren't accurate. We're trying to create an accurate simulator. Yeah, what do we do with 25% bank? That's actually not too bad. I understand what you're saying, Eric, and please don't, I apologize if I sounded a little harsh, It's just, I can't let a multi-million-dollar company off the hook. You can't do that. If you do that, they're not going to, if you let them off the hook, they don't have an incentive to make it better and do better. Okay? The user community, now look, the magenta line switched and now it's right. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm sure it's not easy to do, but it's something that shouldn't be released. It doesn't work properly. You have to, as a software customer, okay, you need to keep on the developer so that they stay, on track to give you a good product. You can't let them off the hook and say, well, they have never done this before, so they should, we have to give them a little bit of a break. I don't agree with that at all, especially when the estimations are like $120, $130 million that they've taken in from this software. I don't think X-Planes made that kind of money, okay? And yes, okay, people say their graphics, yes, their basic graphics suck, but if you look at their They're flight model, okay, and for the most part, sometimes there's issues, but for the most part, and if you look at what it's like when you put Ortho 4XP over top of it, and you look at some of the study level planes that have been developed for it, there's no comparison. There's no comparison of which one right now is a better flight simulator. Anyway, so but you see this battle, you see this battle on social media. Every time someone points out an issue, people, I guess they call them fanboys, they get their feathers all up in the air, or, up in, what's the word? Ruffled, right? They get their feathers ruffled because I think some people, when they invest money in a product, then they feel like no break deserved. When some people, when they invest money in the product, they feel like they have to defend their purchase decision. Okay, I get that, but I don't believe in that. I believe that when you buy something, you need value in return. And if you don't get value in return, you got to complain. Because if you don't complain, or at least constructively criticize, they won't make it any better. They'll just leave it shitty. X-Plane in VR is worth every penny, 100%. But that was crappy to begin with too, Skidmark. You know that. The early days, the first 6 months of X-Plane VR was terrible. They had major problems. But as soon as they implemented they said, we're going to implement Vulcan. It's going to get a lot better. Guess what? Once they fully implemented Vulcan, it was great. But 2D people that were flying in 2D in X-Plane were not having. They didn't have any problems. It was leaping to VR. Now you've got Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? They're going to make a leap to VR in November? Give me a break. I can't wait to see that. That's why someone asked before if I'm going to be in the alpha. There's no way I'm going to give my time up for that. There's no way. Here's my bet. I bet you don't see the full release, the general release of VR and FS 2020 until February. That's my bet. That's my bet. Because if we go down this pattern of every time you patch something, 4 other things break, okay, what's going to happen? Right? Making me want to dish out. Listen, you know what? Sounds like jazz. You can download a trial of X-Plane. Unlike my FS 2020, you can download a free trial. I think for a week or maybe 2 weeks. I can't remember how long. Oh, you did. All right, cool. You get a few, and just fly the Cessna 172. It turns you off. But don't pay attention to the graphics because you have to use Ortho 4XP, and that's a little bit of work, and it's going to take some disk space. But tune into one of my streams, or check out one of my streams when I'm flying X-Plane, and look at the scenery. I have got Ortho in pretty much every place that I fly. And in VR, it looks like if you fly through the mountains of the desert in California and Nevada and X-Plane in VR, it looks absolutely stunning. Okay, and I think much better than the rounded mountains of this thing. Yeah, fly around Seattle. Seattle is, I think Seattle, like, was it Mount Hood or is it Mount Hood or whichever, the Mount Lanier? I think that's it. It's out or Orbix. Like, here's what you do. Go to Orbix website and you can download it's free, Oceano L52, California Airport. Orbix gives it to you for free. Just install that one. And go fly around Oceano L52. And tell me if X-Plane with Orbix or Ortho isn't pretty cool. It's more work, but the other problem you don't have, okay, is that it's not cloud-based. Yeah, I did. Yes, I definitely pre-ordered a G2, Eric. Absolutely. The problem that you don't have the problem with X-Plane 11 where you have this cloud-based scenery that Asobo has implemented. I think it seems like they're getting it a little better, but all the performance issues that you see, people, like I was watching a video of someone with a 3080 running this sim, and I saw micro stutters. That has nothing to do with the GPU or the CPU. It's all about cloud-based scenery. Cloud-based scenery is a whole other bottleneck. X-Plane 11 doesn't have that. You're either going to be SSD-based scenery or hard disk-based scenery. So if you have a fast enough hard drive, like a WD a WD Black, WD, yeah, Western Digital Black. Like I have a Western Digital Black 6 terabyte. That's what I use for ortho. Fast as hell. Very, sometimes you get a little stuttering when you change between, plates or whatever, but I'm not wild about this cloud-based scenery thing. I mean, I guess they'll get it right at some point, and I don't see any other way to do it. Orbix is specific areas, yes. So that was when you buy the specific areas, they do have like Florida and like Southern California. They have some wider geographic areas, but mostly it's specific airports. I think when you buy the Orbix for this simulator, it's actually local software, so you're not going out into the cloud for it. Basically the cloud is all the Microsoft-based scenery. All right, 16. How far we got to go here? Let's see. Where the hell are we? 42 miles. This was a nice flight. Anyway, enough with my ranting. Eric, let's talk about the Quest the Quest 2. I got into a little engagement with someone in the VR Aviators group today about that. I was saying there's 2 videos that you guys should check out. Let me see if I can pull them up here. I highly recommend checking out these 2 videos. Let me just find it. Groups, VR Aviator. I got into a little thing. Okay, so let me just show you here. So watch this video. Top 6 reasons why. Let me just see if I can. I don't want to play it because I'll get a copyright strike. Top 6 reasons why you should definitely wait before buying. And this is John Carmack. Carmack, genius guy, like one of the principal guys behind all of Oculus, Facebook Oculus VR. Watch this video, okay? He basically says, wait before you buy a Quest. And here's the other one. This one you should watch too. The Social VR Dilemma. Oculus Quest 2 Facebook VR Privacy. Watch this video. Oh, we're starting a dolphin again. Watch this video, okay? And I got some guy on here was basically saying, well, if you're worried about Facebook privacy, why are you posting your worry on Facebook? Ha, ha, ha. Well, yeah. Well, I only use Facebook on the web. I clear cache and history all the time, and I use a VPN for it. So they don't know anything about me, right? I take like really, really deliberate precautions for privacy. If you decide to use this Quest 2, you're basically signing up for, you can't use it without agreeing to Facebook's terms of service. Yeah, exactly. What'd you think about that, Eric? I mean, you have to watch this video. There's a video on Netflix called The Social Dilemma, okay? And it's a documentary of people that were ex-employees of tech companies, Facebook, Google, Apple. And there's some very interesting revelations in there about what Facebook is doing with with their ad work, okay? And the fact that they're testing like subliminal advertising, stuff like that, okay, to sway opinion. Well, what better way, I mean, okay, maybe I'm reaching a little bit, but what better way to have a direct audience with someone than to be able to project video and audio to them while they're wearing a VR headset in 3D. You think about it for a second. You have a Quest 2 on, you are locked into the world of Facebook. Anything that they want to serve you, they can serve you. In fact, someone was saying that the Quest 2 is banned in Germany because it goes against privacy laws. Someone posted that in the VR Aviators group. I haven't verified that, but apparently it's been banned. It's not going to be sold in Germany. Yeah, I don't have any plans either. I have no. Easy solution is to use a dummy Facebook. Yeah, yes, you can do that, but they can still use the camera to look in your house or the microphone to listen to you. Okay, all these things. Like, you know, I don't have Facebook apps on my phone. I don't have Facebook apps on my iPad. Okay. I don't, you know, too many times, you know, I was sitting on the sofa talking to my son about mattresses, and all of a sudden I get 3 mattress ads. Okay, in Facebook. So I don't have that on my, I don't use that anymore. And this device, there's a reason why it's so cheap, $299, right? The perfect Christmas present price, $299, right? It's going to be under every Christmas tree. And why is that? Why is it $299? And my feeling is it's $299 because they want to get it out to as many people as possible. It's their data collector. Okay? The Facebook app on your phone is free. 200 million people have a smartphone, all right? And how many of them have the Facebook app? Well, that's an easy data grab for them. This is a even deeper data grab, and they're making you pay for the device. So they get the $299 to cover their expense, plus they get all that data for you from the next 3 years that you're using it. That's the hidden cost. Your privacy is the hidden cost. My humble opinion, you may not agree with me, but you will not see me. Don't look to my channel for any Quest 2 content, aside from maybe I might have a rant or two about it. But you will not see me. You'll not see me with one of those in my home. I don't have any of. I don't have any of those. I don't have Alexa. I don't have any of those devices in my house at all. Okay. Now I do have the Bing cameras outside. They're all outside. Okay. None of them are inside. I don't have any microphones, any cameras connected to a big tech company in my house. Unless I don't know about it, but because I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't have time to read the detail of their TOS. So when I sign a TOS, I don't know what I'm getting into. Maybe I'm technically paranoid, but I work in the industry and I know what companies are capable of. Especially a company like Facebook that makes their money primarily off your data. That's how they make their money. From day one, that's how they made their money. They were one of the pioneers of that. Okay, that's how they make their money. Anyway. All right, let's get down to 3,000 feet. Rant over. You guys are all like, oh man, Bam is in a bad mood tonight. I'm not really. I just, I'm just trying to keep it real, man, as Dave Chappelle would say. There's dark forces in the world. No doubt about it. Trying to take not only your money, but more importantly, they're trying to take your privacy. And that's not cool at all, in my book. So anyway, that's why I won't buy a Quest 2. The G2. Yeah, so let's talk about the G2. Good. So, yeah, I talked about it last week. They announced some enhancements to the screen, the panels, which is good. Apparently, it's going to be even more clear than they had thought. Trying to remember all the changes. There's some significant stuff. They just announced this Pro version. I think it's going to be available in 2021. It's more for commercial use. But I was mentioning before, November 1st. If you pre-ordered before, yeah, I got the same one, Bruce. I got the same email today, actually. So if you pre-ordered before September 24th, you'll get it in, they say, starting early November. After that, you'll get it in December. It should be interesting. I'm going to try it with the 1080 Ti because, unfortunately, I had a huge car build. I had to spend $2,000 on a car today to get it fixed. So that's going to sort of like put a slight delay on me upgrading my PC. Because I'm planning on getting a 3080 and upgrading the motherboard and upgrading the CPU to a i7-10700. So the upgrade of the motherboard and the CPU is like $1,000 in itself, and another $800. So it's $1,800 worth of upgrades that I got to do. I was all ready to do it, getting ready to. I was actually going to do a video, and then I had to spend $2,000 on a car, so car repair. So anyway, I'm going to be a bit delayed. So, but my G2 is already on order, Eric, and that will hopefully come in about a month or so. I'm going to try it with a 1080 Ti. I'll probably have to run it in like half resolution or whatever, but half resolution is going to be better than a Rift. So that'll be fine. But I guess it's going to be two parts, right? It'll be getting the G2, and then working towards upgrading. You work for the largest privately owned engineering company in the U.S. We use VR with several things. Oh, okay. Not your department. Privately owned engineering company. I wonder who that is. You won't be able to get yours before January 2021. Yeah. So I guess I'm looking at, they're sold out here too, so I'm not in a hurry to get that. I think it's such breakthrough technology, it's probably good to let people take a few arrows on it first anyway, to be honest with you. Sometimes you don't want to be first in line, But yeah, a lot of engineering companies are using VR and AR. I think AR is actually even more practical for real life. If they can break it down to the point where they can put it in a wearable glasses type application, it's going to be pretty amazing, But I'm sure that your company, Skidmark, uses AR as well if they're using VR. You heard of Magic Leap. They were the main AR company. They basically went out of business. They were selling that guy what's his name? Ronnie, forget his last name. That CEO was he's basically like P.T. Barnum. But I think they took $1 billion in investment money, and they basically, the company imploded after like 2 or 3 years. I used to have a VR channel. I did a lot of, when VR first came out, I really dove into it, and yeah, I still keep tabs on what's going on, but AR is it, VR's got its applications. VR is basically what we're doing now. In X-Plane, you need VR for flight simulation because you need to be in the world. Any application where you need to be in a different world is VR. But if you're like an auto mechanic or a plumber or stuff like that, right? And you're working on a particular piece of equipment. Now with AR, you have the glasses on. It shows you exactly what goes where. It's just so many crazy applications. Here's the city of Seattle. Kind of blobby looking. You'll have to pay for that someday if you want it to look really good. So. That looks pretty cool. Exactly. You can basically build out all that stuff before the building's built. Exactly. So you know exactly where everything's going to go, the cost factors. It's really pretty incredible. But you know, AR has a lot of real world applications. You know, especially in sales and repair and stuff like that. You can see like auto techs someday wearing, you know, AR glasses to be able to repair complex systems in cars and stuff. You know, there's all kinds of things. All right, I'm going to take her off autopilot here a little bit. See how she handles Brad. Not like the torque sim. Not like the torque sim. Well, I was using ATC before, but I think it crashed the system. It may have crashed the system, although I suspect it was FSEconomy. It was going in this crazy loop where it kept connecting me to two different centers. So I normally kind of use ATC. ATC on their ATC needs a lot of work. Let's put it that way. All right, we're going to see if we can attempt a landing here. Well, for you FSEconomy folks, I'm very sorry I wasn't able to fly a flight. I think there's a problem with the client. Seems like. Because that's twice that it happened now, and I was running the on-air for the win. Yeah. Yeah, you know, on-air, I like on-air, okay? I'm a partner with on-air, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give you my true opinion on it. I think it's very good, but they've got a long way to go, especially in the virtual airlines. The virtual airline is very... virtual airlines are very...
500.
It's in its infancy, let's put it that way. It's got a lot of holes in it, and they need to fix a lot of things to make it more usable. It's very cumbersome to use in a lot of ways. All right, we're on final. This looks pretty cool. This is a good, that looks like that's a nice runway there. We're looking good on the synthetic. Looking great on the synthetic there. HP Movario glasses, yeah. Certainly not Google glasses, whatever. Remember there was a bunch of them. You know, when I was doing my VR channel, one of the partners I had a HoloLens, the first HoloLens, HoloLens 1, and we did it. I spent a lot of time in the HoloLens. That was amazing. And I had a Rift at that point, but that just blew my mind. The HoloLens, when you were playing this one game and like spiders were crawling out of the wall in the walls in your own living room, it was just really insane. They said they fixed the braking, they made it more realistic. It looks like they did, because these planes used to brake like instantly. Now it takes them a little longer. It looks like they fixed that. Seattle Airport looks pretty cool. I guess that looks like it's modeled, right? Yeah, that was a pretty cool approach. I gotta agree with you. That approach was, see, that's the thing. It's like, it's almost like a, you know, what's a good analogy? You know, it's like there's so many things you don't like, and then they throw that great approach at you that looks amazing, and you're like, well, you know, this is really cool. You know? Yeah, the Orbx airports look good in X-Plane, but you're right. Yeah, most of the airports don't look like, they look like Lego. I mean, they look like Lego blocks. Let's admit it, okay? For the most part, unless you're getting like Orbx, but Yeah, this is that. There's no doubt about it. Ooh, we got the butter and we got the Marshall. Nice, thanks, Bruce. There's no doubt about it. We're gonna park at a gate and get like fined by the FCC or the FAA. There's no doubt about it that the visuals are stunning. I mean, I'll never dispute that ever. But that doesn't make up for a lot of. It doesn't make up for the other stuff. I'm just, just my humble opinion. You know. Yeah. All right. Let's just see how we look outside here. We made it to Seattle. Yeah. Oh, there's somebody taking off. It's like a TBM. Let's see if I can go out by the. I got an idea. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go to main menu. I want to do a little fun flying. Stretching you out, trying to decide what you want to play between the two sims. Yeah. Don't get stressed. It's supposed to be fun, man. Don't get stressed. Don't get stressed. We're going to go to this dude here. I love flying this pit special. And we're going to go to... We'll stay in Seattle. We're on the East Coast server. I got a little bit more time here. I got to shut down by 10. We're going to go to Tacoma. Seattle, Tacoma. We're going to take off... yeah, we'll do that. We'll do runway. Join me here if you guys want. We could do a little barnstorming. I feel bad that Eric, that I kind of went off when you. I don't mean. I'm not being. I don't want to be like a jackass or anything, you know. But I just have deep beliefs about how software companies should provide quality products for their customers. I worked for many that didn't, and they ended up going out of business. Now, I'm not saying that these guys are going to end up going out of business because they've got a massive jump start, but anyway, my apologies, Eric, for getting a little snippy. Let's put it that way. All right. Sorry about that. Hey guys, if you haven't hit the like button, or Eric, if you want to dislike the video, I hope you won't, but if you do, it's cool. Hit one of them. Dislike, like, whichever one you want. Please do. It helps get the video up so other people can see it.
Tower, Pits Alpha, Sierra,
and then
Sierra ready at runway 16 left, straight out departure.
Please hit the subscribe button too. All right. If you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, I guess all you guys are already subscribed because no one's hit the subscribe button. So that's great. I appreciate that. Oh, we're rolling without even wanting to roll. Okay, so I guess we didn't have the emergency brake on. This plane doesn't have flaps. So. Tail dragger time, baby. Uh-oh. It doesn't seem very, doesn't seem very, like the fly just like this. there you go. Trenton Dickinson, thank you, man. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. We'll get to see what Seattle Airport really looks like. Let's do a pass here. You gotta give it to the scenery, man. There's a lot of analogies. There's analogies that I could use that I don't want to use because they'll probably be offensive. But the one analogy, here's the analogy that I like. Okay, if any of you guys are South Park fans, okay, don't give this away if you already know. Did you ever see? If you're a South Park fan, did you ever see the Integrity Burger episode? And the Integrity Burger episode is when Randy from South Park, who has Integrity Farms, yeah, who has Integrity Farms. Let me get a little brighter here. This is what I do like about it. You just go blue and it's brighter. I love that. Look at that scenery. Looks awesome. So Randy needs to make extra money, so he takes all the stems and the trim. Oh, we just crashed. Oh no! Thought we were going to crash there. He takes all the stems and trims and he makes them into plant-based hamburgers of his weed. And what happens, of course, is because they're made of weed, whenever people eat the burgers, they get wasted, right? So when he has was it Kyle's father? I forget his name. He has him test the burger, and he's like, "This tastes like shit." And he says, "Yeah, but just keep eating it." "Yeah, but it really tastes bad." He goes, "Well, yeah, but just keep eating." He goes, "Just take another bite." And as he takes the third or fourth bite, he goes, "Oh," because he starts to get wasted. So Randy uses that as his marketing campaign, and he makes these T-shirts that says, "Tastes like shit, you won't care." Integrity Burgers, taste like shit, you won't care. So, I think we should have a T-shirt, and I actually already made the T-shirt up. I'm deciding whether or not I want to do it. It says, "Flies like crap, you won't care." Because it flies like crap, but because the scenery is so great, you won't care. Anyway, that's my analogy. That scenery looks amazing. Oh, did I just pass the Boeing field? You'll take one? So would you who would wear that? I think that T-shirt would be pretty funny. I got to go past Seattle, right? Is it north of Seattle? All right, we'll head up there. Flies like crap, you won't care. And it'll have a picture of the A320. Flies like crap, you won't care. That's the thing, man. It's the eye candy.
Off the area you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
I see it. Yeah, let's get a low. I got it. Yep, I got it, man.
Advance X-ray off the air. Acknowledge last transmission.
Yeah, I agree. Like they just, well, I think an update, a patch for them is such a process. That's what it seems like. Patches are such a process that they can't, hot fixes they can't do that. Like they can't just fix it every week,
Advance X-ray off the air. Did you copy?
Yeah, you're right. It might not be a bad thing because they do hot fixes and they'll keep breaking shit. Now we're not going to land. We're just going to. That's what Boeing looks like, man. Pretty amazing. Oh, they got the little GA field. They got the jet. Sorry, the GA runway. They got the jet runway. Pretty cool.
X-ray Golf Sierra, acknowledge last transmission.
Oh, there's the trains right there. I see. Yeah, there's the train tracks. That's pretty cool. Let's go check out Seattle. Now, let's see. Where's the mountain? Shouldn't we have like Mount Hood up there, or Mount Lanier, whatever it is? Okay.
X-ray Golf Sierra ATC service is terminated.
Now you know when this this stream goes on YouTube, a lot of people watch my streams after the fact on demand. I can't wait to see the comments I get on my FS 2020 rant. That's Portland, dude. That's Portland. Well, I guess Seattle was, but that's seems to be pretty much over. Oh, there's the stadiums. Let's check out the stadiums. Nice job in the stadiums. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. It's really a shame what's happening there. It's really a shame. There's the Space Needle. Pretty well done. It's pretty well done. I love doing this, just like, sightsee flying. It's pretty cool. See if I can fly through that stadium. Seahawks. Mariners. Flies like crap, you won't care. Good team. They're a good team. Boeing. Now, I'm not the greatest at landing these tail draggers, all right? So get the broken necks ready. Sounds like Jazz. I want to thank you again for your super chats. I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. And everyone, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. I really do. It's a lot of fun for me to do this, you know? And I apologize if I got a little ranty. Yeah, you're curious to see the landing. I'm not great with the tail draggers. Although I could blame the sim. Like the sim is kind of tough to land air draggers, like you got our tail draggers, because you got to keep those wheels. You got to keep it horizontal. I know I'm going a little too fast here for sure, but let's see if we could just slow her down here. Crash. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a good... Oh, shit. What? What was that? Collided with an object that caused critical damage to your air... What object was that? What the F? Yeah, I get a fail on that big time. I mean, that was a terrible landing, but what did I don't know. I'm not restarting it, boys. Guys, listen, I really appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Hope it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable for me as it always is. Again, I thought the approach was good too. The land, I'm tail draggers. In X-Plane, I do okay with them, but I'm not the greatest with the tail draggers. Hit the like button, please, or dislike, whichever you like. If you hit that subscribe button, you'll get notifications. Hit the notification bell. And I will definitely be back Saturday morning, 9:30. I was planning on doing on air, probably do it in X-Plane now, because there seems to be some issue with interfacing with. We're going to test it. I'm going to test it to see. We'll see what's going on there. But yeah, I guess I fell in this, hit that the left wing there. Yeah, so we're going to test it, and it'll be one of the sims, but definitely be on air. Saturday morning, we're doing little on air flying, and talk about VR, talk about Flight Sim. Maybe we probably won't have a new update by Saturday, but again, guys, listen, thanks for hanging out. Thank you. Sounds like Jazz. Thanks again for your super chats. Appreciate that. My first super chats ever on YouTube. Got a lot of donations and stuff on Twitch when I was on there, but broke the ice on the super chats tonight. So thanks very much, dude. Really appreciate that. And we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you guys Saturday. Take care. Have a great evening.